Hi, I'm Jonah, the social media manager for Sports Reference. Today we're going to be talking tables. Tables are the heart of how our stats are organized, but most people who visit our site don't give them much more than a cursory look. However, these tables can do a lot more than just display information. So in this video, I'm going to show you a few hacks for getting the most out of our tables. If you watched our video on sharing, you know that practically every table on every Sports Reference site works the same way, whether it's Hank Aaron's batting stats, the full list of NBA champions, or a play index query on 2016's best passing performances. That means that in addition to sharing a general aesthetic, all Sports Reference tables have extra features that most users don't know about. For starters, there's what happens if you click on certain parts of the table. Most people recognize that the blue color on things like season and team indicates that the text is actually a hyperlink. Click it and it will bring you to the page for that team or season. In contrast, the text for the column headers is red, but those are also clickable. Clicking on any column header will resort the entire table by that column. Want to see Babe Ruth's career season by OPS Plus? Click the OPS Plus column header and the table will be reordered. Want to see what NHL team had the most goals rather than points this year? Click the goals column. Our column headers abbreviate the names of most of the statistics they're using to save space. Some of these are obvious. Presumably a baseball reference reader knows that HR means home run. However, even the most dedicated stat head might be thrown by something like RE24. If you see a column header that you don't recognize, just hover your mouse over it. A white bubble will appear with the full name of the stat and a brief explanation if one is necessary. If you look at a player's stat table, you can see their stats for an individual year easily. You can also see their career stats by glancing at the bold row on the bottom. But what if you want to see 2 or 3 years worth of stats or measure a player's production over a certain period? You could try to do the math in your head or export the table to Excel, but fortunately there's a much easier way. To add up stats over multiple seasons or games on a table or game log, first find the sequence you want added together. Click on the first game or season in the sequence, then click on the last one. After a second, a new table will appear displaying totals over the period you selected. This feature is also smart enough to know that simple addition isn't always the best route. For rate stats like batting average, the summing feature will recognize that simple addition would be incorrect, so it will automatically and accurately run the correct calculation. And on basketball players' game logs, it will display per game stats instead of totals. If you want to send this new table to a friend, just click the permanent link button and copy the link that appears in the address bar. A couple of other things I want to point out. If you see any bold black text on any entry in a stat column, that means that player led the league in that stat in that year. Lastly, for a few stats, such as FIP, if you hover over a box with a given year's data, you'll get more information, like in the case of FIP, the difference between that player's FIP and his ERA that year. Finally, don't forget to click the gray bar across the top or click More Player Pages on mobile to find links to more pages with a lot more info on that player. That wraps up this video. With row summing and column sorting, you can answer more complicated questions while letting our sites do all the math for you. If you have any questions, feel free to send them to us on social media or by email. Additionally, if you haven't already, make sure to check out our entire series of videos showing you how to get the most out of the Sports Reference family of websites. Until next time, thanks for watching.